to talk about a few subjects today on the martial arts. I've been a master in the martial arts for a very long time, many years, but I didn't sit for any gradings. Why? There's a reasonable explanation behind it which I've never revealed to anyone before, but I will reveal today. Because the Victorian law in Australia clearly states that if I've got a black belt or past that, and I get into trouble if someone attacks me, I never pick fights, but if someone picks fights and attacks me, now I've got to show them my ID as a professional martial artist and tell them I can kill with my bare hands before I can throw a punch. By that time I could be on the ground here. But it's going to take a number of time to take it out of my pocket, and a number of time to open the wallet to show them. By that time I'll be taken down. To speed things up, I didn't tell them. I did not register as a martial artist back then. I did not sit for any gradings. I sat for some sort of gradings. Only one grading in Wing Chun, and only the green belt in karate, and I don't know what else. I don't remember now. It's a long time. That's the reason behind it. Use the wisdom behind it. Today, I've got my own style, qualified martial artist in 2 certificates. The reason being is because I want to teach you now. I'm not concerned about myself. I'm concerned about you. The more a proper martial artist that's honest teaches you and others as they have taught me the way in combat, okay, they're weak in themselves. I've had many lessons from many martial artists, many, the list just goes on, many sessions of training. Because the aggressor, when we teach you on video, for example, it's not only the innocent people that hear that, it is the aggressor as well. If they train and do that, and they come up against us, they stand an even chance of defeating us. Whereas if we didn't reveal the mysteries behind the martial arts, they would not know. But for the sake of the innocent women and children, for them to defend themselves, and even men that are decent people, against wicked and corrupt people, we've got to teach, we have to help you defend yourself. Okay, there's a law in Australia, and I'm sure the Australian community, I thought, I really love what our ancestors did for Australia and for the world, really. That is those that are on Christian ground and Victorian laws, and that is very good. But all I'm saying, it can get better. Because what intends, in a lot of cases, and I'll give you one example, of what intends to be God's law does not necessarily become God's law in this world because people do not obey it. What this basically means is that the law of Victoria, and possibly the whole of Australia, it says do not carry guns and knives, it's illegal. They have the right intention to do that to protect the public, and I understand that. But they do not have the wisdom that I have to understand that this does not back up the public. This is God's law. But when the mobsters and when the crooked people carry knives and guns in the street illegally because they do not obey the laws, you see, then the innocent women and people stand no chance against guns and knives. Therefore, what is meant to obey the public and the innocent people, as in God's people, with God's law, ends up backing up Satan and his kingdom, because they will always carry illegally. Innocent people will not carry illegal weapons when the law says not to, or the righteous people. Therefore, what is meant to back up the public, as I repeat, in my opinion, backs up the wrong side. When it is time that everybody learns their lesson, not to kill, not to carry guns and all that, in the sense of that we don't have to anymore. Okay? When we learn that killing people is wrong and we should love each other, when everybody learns that, then there's no reason to carry because no one's going to kill and we don't have to defend. Then it becomes God's law and solidly stable as long as people obey it. Now, to get into the martial arts, as you can see, I've got a very good physique. I can transfigure my body to many likenesses. It's very easy to do, as I explain how, well, you will see how. It's very easy to do, but the problem is people do not think along these lines. This is part of my art, very little on my art. If I stand normal, as you saw how I done that, it looks like a hunchback. Not too crash-eyed about it. Not a good body at all. If I was tense, even just a little bit, and I'm only doing a little bit, you see the difference. And I'm not actually tensing here, I'm standing up straight. Tensing for me is out here. Okay? This is the bad side of it. Deliberately developed this way, and I explain why. This is the medium size of it. I explain 3 types of body, and this is hang on, this is the standing up straight body. That's how I'm supposed to be. And this is a tensing body. As you can see the difference. A transformation in 4 different bodies, which is you just saw how I done it. But you have to have that body developed. I explain to you the reasons why. Because when I'm in combat, for example in the beach when I haven't got my top on, and I'm walking around like this, like a hunchback, it goes in many directions in combat. There's not one right way or one wrong way, it depends on the situation. But in this situation, okay, if I'm coming like this, and an aggressor attacks me, then I have to put on the muscle to scare the fuck out of him. But if he wants to attack someone, he wants to pick fights, he may have the attitude of, oh, this guy's a bunny, I don't want to pick on bunnies, I want to show him he won't pick on a proper fighter. He doesn't look too crash hot with the body. Too much artists will understand a fighter through the body these days, how built and developed they are, if you're very good. Not necessarily my body though. Okay? So, it also means that when I'm standing in this position like this, and it can go this direction if it doesn't go the other way, and someone attacks, they will rush into it thinking, oh, he's easy to defeat. He hasn't got that good physique. So by them rushing into it makes me realize exactly, pinpoint accurate, when they're going to attack, because I know they're going to attack there and then. They're not going to attack before or after. They're going to attack there and then. I can predict when they're going to attack, so I can control the situation and defend. Whereas if they were storing time, or doing it quickly, or slow, or fast, or medium, I don't know what time they're going to attack. It's like a martial art class, if you like. Throw a punch, the instructor says with the right hand, I know it's the right hand, bang, bang. In actual combat, you don't know which hand, what feet, what time they're going to come in. So if the aggressor is here and is walking towards you, you go to his side, making his one side weaker, because he can't reach you that far. It's too far, and if you're not a martial artist, you can still reach it, but you can still get it in. But if you're a good martial artist, you might very hard. If you're standing on this position, this takes a long time to travel in the distance, more powerful, but takes more time. So I can stop and kick from behind like that, or punch even from the front. But by putting myself in the front, as is on the side, as it shapes up for example, I can then tense and scare the living daylights out of me if this didn't work in this way. And by stepping on his foot and controlling his arm, he's standing like I am, for example, but on the other opposite way, I can control the situation because I've got full control of his foot. Being a martial artist, and I can do that. Control his hand by pinning him straight to the temple, and I'll drop him down dead. He can't use his backside. He has to travel all that distance. I can control his hand by grabbing it and control him. So he can't turn around anyway. But if he does, it will take a long time for him to reach me. It's more of a distance that way, further out than when he is close. I've got his side pin. The strategies behind that. Whereas if you've got a good body, you can scare the hell out of them. You can go on that direction, depends on the situation. And so, for example, if I've got a terrible body, oh, here's a bunny, we're going to pick on him. We like picking on bunnies today. He comes up on my shape up like this, come on, and he'll scare the hell out of him when he runs, in this case, not in all cases, but in this case, and I won before I even threw a punch. Common sense. A martial art is not a bodybuilder or a runner. They may use running, bodybuilding, all this for perfection, and strength. Strength is good, and fitness is good, and flexibility is good. But that doesn't mean you have to have a bodybuilder's body. For bodybuilding, you want to do bodybuilding? Yeah, you've got to become like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But for a martial artist, you can be like Arnold Schwarzenegger on one side of the fence, but what about the other side that I just explained? Because being a bodybuilder like Arnold Schwarzenegger, they've got a lot of strength, they've got a lot of power. Come to think of it in another subject, a lot of people think that if you do bodybuilding, You're very slow, but it's the other way around. Bodybuilding actually creates speed. It doesn't slow you down. The hidden mysteries of the ways of the world, only because people will spread false rumours saying bodybuilding is slowing you down. It doesn't. It actually speeds you up. But anyway, these are the two different sides of what is a possibility that may take place in the real world. Sometimes this one, you may have to show that big muscle. Come on, what are you going to do about it? Come on. Or you may have to show the bony side and say, oh, I don't want to fight. Oh, I can't fight you, you know. Look, I'm weak, man. You know, stay away. Pick on someone your own size. Pick on someone, you know, I'm weak. You know, you can put the attitude that you're half a second. Look, I'm weak. I'm drunk. I don't know how to fight. Leave me alone. Pick on someone else. And they may leave. If they don't, you show that aggressive. Someone. It's about transfiguring the body. And it's easy to do. Anybody can do this without actually continuing from that. I forgot to mention the way this is developed. Because if you're going to do training, you're not going to develop this part of the body. You're going to develop a good body. So what you've got to do is to develop both sides. There is actually a weight in the gym. But this particular weight is used for people that are obese to lose weight. But what it does is it gives them a pop. It's a machine that you add weight and you come this way. I used that for many years. What this happens is that if you understand about muscle development, okay, this particular exercise is for bodybuilding because what happens is, according to the word philosophy, because it creates muscle grows. So it creates muscle. You're not supposed to do sit-ups with weight. You're supposed to do sit-ups without weight. So you get a skinny body like this. See, I've got that. But I've also got this. So by doing this, if you want this upper body, it will create muscle here. This is muscle. But it may look like fat. Look, muscle. There's a bit of fat there. That's fat there. But it's not much. See, can you see that? That's muscle. Just like this muscle grows this way, it's like sucking this. But not if you just sit up without weights, it'll become pretty much skinny with running and all that. Look into it and you understand what I'm saying. You also got to build the sides here, which is the sit-ups going on the sides. And that will make it look, if you overdo it, in other words, if you overtrain it, it will look overweight. But it's not, it's muscle, as you can see when I tense.